Bigg Boss 8 surprise, Salman Khan's show turns into feminist central. Just when you think no good can ever come from reality television, you have to eat your words. Last night, thanks to Bigg Boss, the acme of reality TV in India, 4.3 million people, that's the number of viewers supposedly watching the show on weeknights, learned a man should only touch a woman if she says that she doesn't mind him doing so. If you're not familiar with the show and have more discerning viewing habits than me, the format of Bigg Boss is created to give you a snapshot into an unnatural world. 15 people who are starved for celebrity and fame, ranging from has-been stars to never-to-be stars, are locked in a set that looks like a house. There is no concept of personal space. They all have to eat together and sleep together and use a common toilet. Sadly, since none of them have great nuances of character or have achieved much in their life, it's less Lord of the Flies and more of a Punch and Judy show. Hosted by Salman Khan, Bigg Boss has millions of viewers ranging across classes. So when a program like this actually ends up doing some good and imparting much needed wisdom to viewers, I'm more than pleased. This season of Bigg Boss seems to be all about respecting women and women's right to choose what or who they want to do. A couple of weeks back, Arya Babar, Raj Babar's son, said that another contestant, Manish Alamba, was his ex-girlfriend even though she was denying it. He was roundly reprimanded by Salman Khan, the Grand Master of Propriety and champion of respecting women. Yes, even I'm choking while writing that, who told Arya that he should not have announced their past relationship if Manisha didn't want him to. Arya was also told to leave it to her to discuss her past relationships and that he must respect a person's privacy. Yes, I know. In a house which is built on a foundation which celebrates the lack of privacy. Irony, thy name is Bigg Boss. The next lesson in propriety took place when Ali, a singer and also the captain of the house, was talking to a starlet called Sonali Raut and model Upen Patel. Sonali and Upen were chatting and canoodling under a blanket, while Ali was talking to them, lying near their feet. Ali, who is Sonali's bête noire on the show, suddenly decided to put his hand under the blanket and stroke Sonali's thigh. Then, like a social science experiment, we actually got to see the reactions you usually hear in normal life when people, men, cross a line and you point it out to them. Sonali's point was that neither was she friends with Ali nor was she comfortable enough with him for him to try and cop a feel. Simply put, he had touched her in a manner which made her uncomfortable and she had not given him permission to do so. Ali's defense was that he was just joking. And that Sonali sometimes flicks her hair on his face or touches his shoulder, so he thought she'd be fine if he stroked her thigh. Also, she was sitting really close to Upen, so it's not like she's averse to physical proximity or being touched by men. Ergo, she was getting upset with Ali for no reason. Which is the classic reaction: if you don't mind someone else touching you, why should you mind me doing the same? The concept of personal space or choice is usually alien to most Indians, particularly men. What was really impressive was the reactions of other contestants, none of whom are fond of Sonali. She's annoying, shirks work and has been shown canoodling with another male contestant on the show, not just Upen. All the women were shown lying in bed and discussing how Ali shouldn't have put his hand on Sonali's thigh and that he should not have assumed Sonali is fine with it. They also calmly discussed that Ali didn't seem to understand that this could blow up into a very big issue. It's not quite bra burning, but this is Bigg Boss and it was far more mature than anyone would expect from the program. The male contestants who spoke to Ali said the same thing. Ali was told the only thing that matters is if Sonali isn't comfortable with him, he cannot assume she is and touch her inappropriately, that too slyly, under the blanket. At the end of the day, it's hers to decide who will feel her up. the Bigg Boss disembodied voice, which announces punishments and rewards, took away Arlie's captaincy and nominated him for the next week's elimination. He's also been banned from future captaincies, a fate worse than what befalls most men who cross the line in real life. Think of the 4.3 million people, men, women and teenagers watching the show. Last night, many of them learned that just because some girl is sitting with her arm around your shoulder or canoodling someone, it doesn't mean she's public property. Unless she said it's fine or shows some interest in you, it's hands off for you. I could almost hear an audible intake of breath from male viewers across India, surprised by this strange enlightenment. Women actually have a choice in who should touch them. Surely Bigg Boss jests. Who thought a ragtag bunch of faux and non-celebrities would end up showing Indian men the right way to treat women? It's a far more effective lesson than those horrible Vogue Empower videos, for instance. Good on Bigg Boss. Just to ensure that people, don't get too excited by the wonders of Bigg Boss, they'll be introducing their brand new contestant next week, British porn star, Shanti Dynamite. An all-round show if ever there was one, women's rights one day and a little porn, the next. Shraddha Kapoor, Priyanka Chopra, Kareena Kapoor, leading ladies to dancing sirens. The introduction of item songs has mostly added to a Bollywood movie's masala quotient, and the latest actress to perform on an item number is actress Shraddha Kapoor, who sizzles on screen, grooving to Dance Basanti from the upcoming film Ungli. While performing on item songs in movies was restricted to lesser-known names earlier, the trend has taken a steep turn over the years, as the leading ladies of Bollywood have no qualms raising the glam quotient, shaking their stuff to special numbers in a film. Be it Priyanka Chopra's Ram Chahi Leela from Ram Leela, Kareena Kapoor's Fevicol Southeast from Dabang 2, or Katrina Kaif's Sheila Ki Jawani from Agnipathy, the A-list actresses of Bollywood are now willing to perform a song and dance number in films where they don't feature as the leading ladies. While Deepika Padukone's item song Lovely was much in line with the script of Happy New Year, many item numbers are irrelevant and induced to beef up the entertainment value of the movie. Shraddha Kapoor, who charmed the silver screen with her girl next door image in movies like EK Villain and Ashiki 2, turns into a dazzling diva, tapping her foot to Dance Basanti from Ungli. But the item number looks out of sync from the movie's storyline, which based on 5 rebels who stand against corruption. Looks like thorough competition in Bollywood is pushing the leading ladies to try and grab maximum limelight, and item songs seem to be a shortcut for the same. Nonetheless, they sure seem to raise the factor with their moves, the latest being Shraddha's glitzy and glamorous side in Dance Basanti. Bigg Boss 8 surprise, Salman Khan's show turns into feminist central. Just when you think no good can ever come from reality television, you have to eat your words. Last night, thanks to Bigg Boss.